Probably stop there because we have more to look in the cameras.
It's questionable as to whether this growth of aviation is sustainable in a world of limited resources. Government wants to promote economic development, promote social development, but also protect the environment. And from the point of view of aviation, it's got a big challenge because of our reliance upon carbon fuel. So government wants to limit climate change emissions and imposing rules.
Thanks.
And we also need to be aware of the fact that we're running out of oil.
There's carbon dioxide levels all across the globe.
Okay.
So
Simulation.
Yeah, it's like a simulation, so you can see it building up and going down. You see where the main sources are in the cities. So China's quite a big source, Europe,
Oh wow.
and it's at different times of the year. So this is March, so the end of winter.
It's already happened or a simulation.
Sorry?
This already happened or a simulation.
Yeah, it's both. So we use observations. And then they take the observations from all around the world and then model it to make a picture like this. So you use, like a weather forecast, you know where the winds are blowing and things like that. So it's a combination of the two.
That's good, thank you.
No problem.
Very, very few people flying around the world. Hundreds of millions of
Our rating is like
China in the last few years has grown 10 to 12%. China is
okay, so
at the same time, the technology
we ask people to blow here. So if you blow down, give it a radio.
so this shows fuel consumption of jet aircraft versus
You don't have any meter.
Okay, so that's confirmed.
It's a the same.
Yeah.
And then you can look at the CO2 and water vapor from there.
Okay.
But in the last 30 to 40 years, there's been very little change.
How's
So
that?
we've got
Oh, yeah.
increasing numbers of aircraft flying. They're flying
Oh,
longer
that's how
distances.
windy it is.
Yeah, so you can, if
They're
you
consuming more and more fuel.
get the phone.
This is a problem because this is the world's oil supplies, and we are somewhere in the middle here. So in the next 50 years, we have less and less oil to consume. But at the same time, because aviation is reliant on carbon fuels, demand for fuel is going to go up by 1,200%. And when demand goes up and availability drops, the price goes up. So the idea that we can fly to the Mediterranean for £300 will become a fantasy in the next few decades. We have another problem. Governments want to cut carbon emissions in order to prevent dangerous climate change. And in the UK we have a law, the Climate Change Act, that says that CO2 will be cut by 80% between now and 2050. But because of the global emissions outstripping the technological advancement, the carbon emissions some scenarios
Hello. Infrared cameras.
Ah, yeah.
This one. So we have this.
So can you come and do mine?
We have this pool of water, right? Just regular cold water. Now, well, you can look at it from here.
I can tell.
Oh, then you can buy ones that plug into like
See, it's in here.
an iPhone or an iPod.
So this camera, that is not connected to the screen. You can just look at the screen. Yeah, that's your finger, for example, really warm. Now, if we put some
When they're losing it.
piece of ice, we can, and just in the visible, we cannot see anything, but the infrared, you can see how the cold water is starting to come out of the ice as it melts. You can see those little vortices. That is what we call eddies.
So you have to. Oh, I see.
And then this container has hot water. If I put it down here, you cannot see the hot water because obviously it is a thermal recipient. But now, just keep your eyes on the screen, and as soon as I pour some of the water here, you can see it around, which we would not be able to see just invisible, right? If you look at the container, there's nothing happening, but there is a lot, just if you are able to see through another medium, like another way, like with the temperature. And we do this constantly from space. So from space we have more complicated, more powerful cameras mounted on satellites, but it's the same principle. They are constantly measuring the temperature of the earth, the temperature of the ocean. So for example,
I went on the tour last night and had a look at it, yeah. I used some of the data off it.
this is Hurricane Matthew, as we see it from the space. So it's like an infrared, and this hurricane caused a lot of devastation in Haiti, in the Caribbean. And we can see high clouds in the center, very high, cold, and producing a lot of precipitation. Lower clouds around. We are able to measure that with infrared sensors. Then we have here a map of the sea surface temperatures in different latitudes. Obviously close to the equator, warmer, very warm near the maritime continent and the Indian Ocean, and colder in the North Atlantic and the South Pacific, as you could expect. This is the Gulf Stream. In the same way we look at the currents over there. We can see this from space. Hot water coming from the equator into the northern latitudes, and that allows for Europe to have temperate climate. Otherwise it would be really cold like North Canada. So yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And you've got lots of blood vessels, is that what you are? That's why they want. But why do you think in your glasses, why do you think they look really cold? Yes, exactly. You've got to use it
so they'll be highly expensive, and this will push up the price of flying. There's also a problem because the design of them may mean that we have to redesign the shape of airports, which will cost even more. And if we look further into the future, the US military and the Russian military are already flying hydrogen-powered planes, which is great. The only problem is it's likely to be 40 to 50 years before they come into civil aviation. Also, although they don't consume carbon fuels, they produce contrails which contribute to climate change. And lastly, because hydrogen atoms are so small, unlike oil which you can pipe to an airport, we would have to build hydrogen power stations at every airport around the world in order to encourage the flight. So again, in 2050, if you do get to fly a hydrogen aircraft, it'll probably cost you a couple of £1,000 to go on holiday in the Mediterranean. So, don't want to be depressing because we all love to fly and we all like to see sunshine. But going back to the first slide, 100 years ago, even 50 years ago, most of us went from Manchester to Blackpool. Because at the moment it doesn't seem to be a technological solution to the aviation challenge. It's question at the moment as to whether we will be flying all the way across the world to go on holiday. But it's not just about going on holiday. It's got implications for every part of our lives. If 162 different languages are spoken in Manchester schools, what happens when your mum gets sick and you can't take the flight across the world to see her? What happens when your daughter gives birth and you want to go and see her on the other side of the world? You won't be able to when you want to see. And what happens when you have to trade with people on the other side of the world? When you look at email on the world to video conference thing that you won't be able to travel around the world to do business. So this is the challenge. You're sitting right in the heart of the airport where this challenge really exists, and this is the research that we're looking at Manchester University to see if we can find solutions to this problem. Any questions?